You know, there are very few that hold the title of being an original in style and performance. You got Elvis, Michael, Frank, Tina, the Beatles, James Brown. These are all originals, but there are even fewer that can claim the title of being a first. Well, tonight we have both. Our guests tonight are three ladies that formed the very first successful all-female major label rock act, and that is FANNY. They performed for millions and recorded and toured with the biggest rock acts of all time, and they're still rocking the joint. One of them has even co-founded a school for young women to learn and grow in the music industry. And they will talk and play live right here on our show tonight.
Everybody, June and Gene Millington and Breed Howard, darling, everybody! David Bowie said, one of the most important female bands in American rock has been buried without a trace, and that is FANNY. They were one of the finest fucking rock bands of their time. They were extraordinary. They wrote everything. They played like motherfuckers. They were just colossal and wonderful, and as good as anybody else who's ever been.
Okay. Well, one of the frames, in fact, the only frame back then that you could try to fill in as girls was to play like a guy. That's why we have an album now called Play Like a Girl, and I have a song, which hopefully we'll get a chance to play.
Yes.
So there was that frame, which we filled up. We filled it pretty well, okay? Now, I lost it after about 3 years on the road. Quite frankly, I was exhausted. To be the point person for girls on lead guitar was really tiring. I couldn't have a night off. I only just realized that I'm writing an autobiography. I couldn't have a bad night because I represented all women in that moment, and I don't like to play a lot of notes. I have a style that I develop, and it's not real notey. It's a lot of it is based on tone, like I've been talking about how important that is.
And the coolest part.
So
that means something too.
So when I lost it, I made an agreement with Gene and the rest of the band that I would find a replacement first, or we would find a replacement, and that was Patty Quattro. Now, I think that when I left the band, I think that took the wind out of the sails of the record company. I think they were a little bit pissed, quite frankly, and they just stopped talking about us as before.
I think another point could be that we were spearheading the movement of women really being in music.
Well, you know what we're going to do now? We're going to go to a video now. I want you guys to see them. I want you to see them in action back in the day, and then we're going to bring it into nowadays, okay? Check this out, Fanny. Check it out. June, Gene, and Bree, everybody, put your hands together. Okay, it's Dino Maddalone, the Ask Dino Show. We got a lot more shows coming at you. We got Bree here, we got June, we got Gene. Fantastic guests. Please stay tuned for more shows. It's Dino Maddalone, the Ask Dino Show, and thank you